What does it mean?
Yeah.
Do you want to read it? Yeah. Do you not agree? Why not? I can agree with you, but 99% of people that are walking up and down the street agree with the same.
No, I don't.
Sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Could I ask you a couple of questions?
Yeah.
Okay, so what about... Tell me what you think of animals, first of all. That would be the first question.
What I think of animals?
Yes.
I love animals. I have 2 dogs myself. I treat them like kids.
I agree, so do I.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think of abuse, animal abuse, people who abuse animals in general?
Just awful. It just shouldn't be happening.
I
You see it all the day, all time, every day, and nothing is done about it. And I think there needs to be more awareness made of it.
Okay, that's why I'm standing here right
Yeah.
now. 2 more questions, an easy one and a hard one. The easy one first is, what would you qualify as abuse, or how would you describe it?
Leaving your dog out the back, I would think, overnight when it's freezing. Just hitting them even, or physical abuse as well. But
And mental abuse
Yeah,
too.
mental abuse.
So I would classify it in a nutshell as mental or physical harm.
yeah.
And that's it, really. Yeah. 4th question's hard. Are you ready for it?
Okay.
No judgment. What about the animals that we take into slaughterhouses, the ones that we typically eat and wear?
That's
What about those animals?
still abuse, yeah.
You agree?
Yeah.
Are you vegan?
No, I'm not though. I've tried doing pescatarian, but
Right.
I still do think it's abuse as much as I love animals.
It is abuse, of course. Is it
Yeah.
cutting somebody's throat or
Yeah,
electrocuting?
their dignity and letting
Yeah.
them in them, not even cages, or it's shit.
I agree.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm standing here.
Yeah.
I'm vegan and I'm also an animal rights activist as well.
Yeah.
So I do street activism and I go on to farms and slaughterhouses and all sorts of stuff. And I'm trying to raise awareness because most people don't even think about those
Yeah.
animals at all.
So I have tried. I still am trying. Though.
What was the barrier, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not trying to catch you out, by the way.
I don't even know. I think it was just because it was there one day and I went at the meat, and then
Yeah.
it just, because I've been growing up with eating meat as well, it's just like in my routine. But
I
I
agree.
definitely think it is abuse.
So there's 4 reasons why people continue to eat animal products.
Yeah.
So be habit, number
Yeah,
1, which is what you said.
definitely,
Tradition,
Yeah.
so Christmas and Easter and all that
Yeah,
jazz,
like a turkey
Thanksgiving, whatever.
lamb and stuff like that.
Convenience,
Yeah.
which is not really an argument anymore because you can go into any supermarket or any restaurant or any cafe and buy vegan products.
Yeah.
And taste is the other one.
Definitely.
But taste is no argument anymore either
I know
because
it's not certain things to make it nice. I think
Yeah,
it's because of
vegan food's
fast
great.
food as well.
Yeah.
Fast food has a big bit in it as well, like the likes of McDonald's and
but McDonald's do a McPlant now
yeah.
and it tastes the same and it costs the same.
Yeah, true actually. Yeah.
KFC
It is
do
a
vegan chicken nuggets. Burger King do a vegan royale and
Yeah,
a
'cause we've got the option, but it's just people aren't.
yeah. So I'm going to say something that'll sound judgmental. When you go in and buy that product,
Yeah.
the easy way to be vegan and remain vegan is every time you buy, because it's supply and demand.
Yeah.
So every time you buy the product,
You're supporting them really. Yeah.
you're paying somebody to do something to, like, you know, your dogs
Yeah.
have a personality, you know they feel pain and you know they suffer. Well, if you spend time with farmed animals, they're exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like, they all have their own wee personalities, every single one of
They
them.
do, definitely.
So if you keep the victim in mind and look at it from their perspective, then it makes it a lot easier than if you're thinking about diet or how does it affect me or fitness or
Yeah.
all those things. It's easier to slip
Yeah, it is.
if you think about the animals.
No,
Because if somebody harmed your dogs, what would you do?
that would go mad.
Right.
Definitely.
And say, let me put this to you. Like lamb, for example. I don't know if you eat lamb or not, it doesn't really matter. Just an example. So spring lambs are killed at 16 weeks old, which is a travesty in my opinion, 4 months old. So say you ate lamb and I came to a barbecue at your house and I brought a lamb with me and a knife and I said, here, somebody kill this lamb and we'll stick it on the barbecue. Would you do it?
No.
Or what would you do if somebody else said, I'll do it?
Take the lamb off them.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Right, so it's the same thing happens to them in a slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
It's just you can't see it, and if you buy the product, you're actually funding that to happen. It's just a different way of thinking. Like I say, I'm not trying to catch you out because I paid.
No, definitely.
I loved animals from I was that high,
Same.
and up until I was 19, I was paying for all those things too.
Yeah.
And then I seen a cow escape from a slaughterhouse when I was young, and that started me on a journey of thinking in my head, hang on a minute. But in those days I thought I'm 56, I thought I had to eat animal products to survive. And
like when you're born,
it's so normalised.
It's brought into your life.
But it is normalised abuse. If you've seen what happens in slaughterhouses, I swear to God.
I've seen videos, I can't even watch them, they're bad.
Well, I've been in the slaughterhouses.
Yeah.
I used to do vigils at one in Cookstown. You know Cookstown Sizzle, if you're old enough. They have a pig factory, a pig slaughterhouse down there. And there's one in Ballymena called Cranswick. Between them, do you know what we do to them when we take them to the slaughterhouse? Do you have any idea how we dispose of pigs?
No.
Gas chambers.
Serious?
Fucking terrible. So Cookstown are killing about 3,000 to 3,500 a day. Ballymena between 2,500 and 3,000 a day.
Serious?
In the gas chambers, terrified animals being brought in, being forced in the line, and then dropped down into a carbon dioxide gas chamber where they suffocate.
Inhumane it is. I just think there's not enough education on it, even through schools as well too.
That's why I do school talks as well. I work with animal aid, so I go into schools. I was actually talking in Queen's to the Philosophy Society last week, so I'm not standing here in this street trying to catch people out. That's not my bag at all. I am genuinely trying to get people to think, if you love animals, well then why the hell would you pay for all that shit that happens to them? You know, it's just not necessary.
I just think because it is just seen as normal and it's always advertised.
And everybody else does it.
Yeah.
And that makes it easy for people to be part of. I get it. I was there too. It's easy to, when everybody else is doing it, it's almost as if, well, everybody else is doing it and it's okay, so I'll just do it too. But for me, it's not okay. So, like,
You're doing something about it though?
say everybody was being racist or sectarian or homophobic, you wouldn't be cool with any of that, right? So you would abstain from playing along. Well, why is what happens to animals in slaughterhouses and laboratories and all these?
I just think it's been made into be like it's okay, it's normal, it's life.
And you're bombarded with advertising of, I was going to say there's a poster up there of like KFC, and it's always happy animals.
And it's really not.
And like I've been in the sheds, I've been in the dairy farms, I've been in pig farms.
I think there needs to be more, even if it was to show advertisements on TV of how it actually happens in slaughterhouses.
They hide it from you. They absolutely hide it from you. And in America now they're bringing in what's called ag gag laws, where you're not even allowed to show footage. So if I was to go onto a farm and take covert footage, that's illegal now. You're not allowed to show people what happens to these animals. Yeah. But the animals here, I could show you pictures on my phone from farms I've taken covertly, and I guarantee if you've seen the pictures of the animals and the conditions, and it would bring you to tears. It's terrible. It is absolutely diabolical, and I'm just not cool with any of it. So that's.
I've been thinking and trying to do bits and bobs of not eating or eating a bit more veg and just leaving meat out for. It is hard because you're so used to it, and your body should still too. But it is, you can do it.
But here's the thing. Here's the great news. See now in 2023, it's easier now than it ever was. Like, see when I first went strict vegetarian in 19. The only thing you could get was like dried soy mince in a health food shop.
Like there's nothing they actually
see now, there's like in Tesco's and Sainsbury's, there's like 4 or 5 sections of vegan foods. So it's knowledge as well. It's going in and inside a couple of weeks you get to know, right, I like these burgers, I don't like those, and it's
trying something different.
There's so much stuff nowadays. Let me tell you one more thing before you go, because I know you're probably rushing along. The dairy industry, do you know how cruel it is? Do you know how it works?
I've been like knocking the cows and stuff. And,
but
I don't know
before all that, can I tell you? It'll take about a minute and a half. Right, so when's the only time a female mammal produces milk?
When it gives birth.
Or when she's pregnant, right?
She's pregnant, yeah.
So the farmers artificially impregnate them. They have a calf. The calf will be a girl or a boy. If it's a girl, she'll go into the industry. She'll be made pregnant. So they're pregnant 9 months. So they'll make them pregnant once a year, and that keeps them producing milk. But the calf will be taken away from her straight away when the calf's born, because they don't want the calf to drink the milk. They want to sell to the public. That's deeply distressing for them. I have heard the cows bellowing night after night after night for their kids when they're taken away. It's really terrible, and it's really upsetting for the kid too. So that's what happens to the girls. They go through 5 or 6 cycles of pregnancy. They're about 6 years old, milk production goes down, their bodies give out. You imagine you were pregnant 6 times in a row, being milked every single day. Their bodies give out, guess where they go?
Slaughterhouse. So no life?
No life at all. They're slaves. They're slaves, and some people call it rape, some people... It's exploitation of females, that's how I see it, and I think it's wrong. And the baby boys don't produce any milk. So the dairy herd you see around the countryside, all those black and white Frisian cows, every single one's a female, right?
Yeah.
Because the boys don't produce milk and their meat is terrible. So guess what happens to them? Disposed of. They're a waste product in the dairy industry. So one of three things. Some farmers kill them on the day they're born. Gunshot to the head, or a spade or a shovel over the head, believe it or not. Standard practice on dairy farms, just dispose of them. Some will sell them into the veal industry, if you know what that is. It's like a tender meat.
Oh, right, yeah.
So they go across to Belgium and the Netherlands and stand in a veal pen with a chain around their neck for 16 or 18 weeks. And then they're brought out of that and stabbed in the throat.
That's terrible.
Or some are sold at like Ballymena Market on a Friday morning is drop calf day, which is male dairy calves. Wee baby boys coming in there 10 to 14 days old, and they go straight across the road into the slaughterhouse and get turned into like dog food and soup and steak and kidney pie and stuff like that. Real cheap meat products. So that's fucking horrendous.
I think definitely there needs to be more awareness, even the likes of town and posters as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm out here all the time. I have like dozens and dozens of videos online, and I'm trying to talk to people because I see change could happen. The government's not going to make change, and the people that are making money from it are not going to make change. So if I can talk to people, like say I talk to you and you go vegan, and you talk to somebody else and you show them what I've told you today, so I'm just trying to do my best to try and get people to make that connection.
Yeah, not a lot of people stand out here and do it.
No,
but it definitely does need.
Animals are very close to my heart.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time with them over my lifetime, and I just say, like you said at the start, it's like harming a child.
Yeah.
Animals are completely innocent. They haven't done anything to anybody, and the way we treat them, you wouldn't do it to your worst enemy. You stab them, shoot them in the head, electrocute them, gas them. Some of them are drowned. It's fucking awful. All these industries are shit and completely unnecessary.
I just definitely think there's not enough awareness made from it, because when you were telling me, I didn't know half the things that happened to the cows and stuff. But
not many people know that. Do you know why you don't know? Because they don't want you to know.
Exactly,
I call it the dark secret of the dairy industry. I'm going to give you a wee card. Is that okay?
Yeah, sit on.
Thank you for stopping. Like I say, I hope you don't think I'm trying to catch people out.
No, definitely not. No.
The sign is to get people into a conversation, because most people are paying for stuff they don't even know what the hell they're paying for.
I know.
Like, if you went into a restaurant and bought a pork sausage or something, or gammon steak or something, if you could actually see the pigs being gassed, and it's actually on YouTube, you can watch it if you're that way inclined. It's fucking horrendous. It's one of the worst things. So that's my card. I'm going to ask you to watch one thing on that. There are loads of resources here. See the speech at the bottom here, the best speech you'll ever hear?
Watch that.
I have a 30-minute version of that on my YouTube. It's about an hour long with a Q&A session, and then the original one, but I condensed it down. It is literally the most powerful thing I've ever seen in my life. So I was
watched that sea conspiracy.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
It was
fucked up.
Yeah, definitely fucked up.
Have you seen Cowspiracy?
No.
Guess what? It's fucked up too. All of it. Yeah. And there's one on there, Dominion on, I think, on there too. Is Dominion on here? I'm not sure. But yeah, here. Watchdominion.org.
Oh, right, yeah.
So that will literally show you every industry and what we do to the animals. You're taught this humane. You know, how the fuck can you call something humane when an animal goes into humane slaughter?
Yeah.
Humane means.
If you're showing kids in school what actually goes on, I think it would definitely make a change.
Well, I go in and talk to them. I'm not allowed to show that footage, and it would probably traumatize them.
Yeah,
that's how bad it is.
Yeah.
Like so, like I've seen and done it all, and I just want to come out here and try and speak for them. That's all I can do. Like,
no, definitely more
the best I
education
can.
and the likes of posters and stuff need to put up shows what actually happening. But
what's that speech? 30 minutes of your life, and that'll change your life. Could I ask you your name?
Anna.
Anna, I'm Cliff.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Thank you very much for stopping. Thank you. See ya.